In NBA 2K My Team mode, we have spotlight challenges where you recreate a moment from an NBA player's career. So Damian Lillard chose that incredible moment from that 2019 Western Conference playoff game. And guess who was on the call? You were. Can you recreate that moment and tell us what was going through your head?
You know, what was going through my head as a play-by-play announcer, you're always worried about sidelines. So what was going through my head was he was literally 5 feet from me. Because of my position at the table, I was sitting with Kevin McHale for that. Paul George was right with him. And let's see, I remember that he was dribbling a lot. I feel like there were like 14 seconds on the clock when he took over the possession. He was not about to pass it. I remember when it was over, I said, Damian Lillard, are you kidding me? And then I just stopped talking for a while.
When you said, are you kidding me? That brought me back to all of the promos that they play on TV, because I think I've heard that 1,000 times.
And that's the way I felt in the moment. Like, seriously? A 37-foot, game-winning, series-ending shot over Paul George, one of the great defenders in the NBA, and Damian Lillard, who's giving up 5 inches, 6 inches to Paul George, hits this incredible basket. And what an amazing moment that was. And his family was right next to me. Everybody just came pouring out. The team, the players, the families, those in the front row, and it was all happening right in front of me. It was quite a scene there in Portland.
So let's say you are going to...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And with us tonight, 4-time NBA champion, Shaquille O'Neal. Doesn't that sound great to hear that? All the team success you had, in addition to the individual.
I love it when you say it. I love it so much that I can impersonate your voice. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hey, it's great to have you here by my side, Kevin. And a shout out to our terrific 2K crew.
How'd that sound?
That was amazing.
You like that?
How did you do it?
Impressive. I don't know.
He's like,
I don't know.
that is amazing.
I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm stunned. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Jack, we talk about the motor of a player like Russell and Westbrook. And we also have some bigs who really get after it. And I'm sure you've got some guys that stand out in your mind in the game now who stand out in that category.
Let's see, Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, yes.
Domantas Sabonis and Andre Mr. Trump.
All good names. Good motors. So the next starting 5. We've got Brown. Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irvin. And it's Harden in the point guard. And for Los Angeles, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
LeBron with it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Jordan. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Jack, you always play with a lot of passion. Is it possible to play with so much fire that gets the best out of you. And so who in the league sometimes crosses that line and has too much of whatever that is inside that drives your play?
You know, Greg, when we were playing, there's only one guy, Kevin Durant. Now, in this era, you got to go with Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, and Kyrie Irving.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Brown, the pass to Harden. First quarter of play with the bunch of...
Special, my goodness.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team.
Now here's James. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. And finished off by LeBron.
He plays with such an aggressive attitude. Even a sliver of daylight gets him to the rim.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden outside. Back to Irving. Pulls up on the wing. Kept alive.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Now here's James, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Takes a 3. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Hey, Shaq, you know about prolific scoring. Talk about the arsenal of Kevin Durant.
I think he's the first big guy who truly played like a guard. Is he 6'9"? Is he 6'10"? No, he's 7'1". He's been a great scorer even without the size advantage. And look, he's probably the most unstoppable player we have.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. On its way from Irving for 2. Offensive rebound, Nets. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, we've seen that a time or two from Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
LeBron up top. He's covered by Brown. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harden's got 6. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shaq, you had some fierce rivalries with other centers, and later you formed great friendships with some of those guys. Is that something you pursued, or did it just kind of come organically?
I saw Russell and Wilt become friends off the court. I felt I should do the same thing with Alonzo Mourning and Irvin. Me and Zoe didn't really become friends until I got to know him. And I admit I was a hypocrite, because if you know Zoe, he had the mean look on his face. I thought he was a mean guy. But when we played together in Miami and won that championship, I realized he was a great guy. And Yao Ming, listen, he was an awesome guy. You know, it's good that two different cultures could come together for one common cause. So it's good to have friends like that.
Did Yao teach you any words, any Chinese, or did you come up with a good day, my friend?
For the first 3 years, I didn't speak to Yao. And then one time I hit him with a Akeem Olajuwon move, and he was like, nice move, big man. And I was like, yeah, you speak English? He was like, yeah, Shaq, you never talked to me. True story.
That's a great story.
True story.
That's a great story. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. And then for Brooklyn, Green is checked in for Harris. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Bruce Brown. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Irvin. Harrell dishes to Matthews. And there's the pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Harrell. 17 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated, trying to get a way to stop him.
Of course, you know as well as anyone, Chet, mental toughness is a gigantic asset in this league. Look at today's players, and there are some that appear to be unfazed by pressure.
I call this the frown and the smile. There's one guy that smiles a lot when you try to pressure. That's Luka Doncic. He'll hit you with a move, shoot the jumper in your face, hit you with a smile. Then there's the frown. Kawhi Leonard could do the same thing, but he'll hit a big shot, and he won't give you no expression. The frown and the smile, Kevin. The frown and the smile. Reminds me of Ernie and Kenny up there.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Harden the pass to Shamet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Outside Matthews. Pass to Caruso. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Good work there as it goes.
Well, you know that Montrezl Harrell is one of the best rollers in the NBA. Even when the defense is waiting for him, this guy's so hard to stop.
Now, here is Harden, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Pass to Luwawu. There's the triple. Matthews with the rebound. And so it's Matthews with it. Bringing it up now for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Shamet. Passes it to Harrell. With 2 seconds left, and it's good on the way in. Harrell's got his second bucket of the game to go. Tie game in Los Angeles. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving his game.
The biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end and my playmaking ability. This year, I'm just trying to be a consistent defender, find my teammates, because I have so much attention offensively. So I think those are 2 areas.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Jordan, Harden out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Green, and it's Luwawu in at small forward. The pass to Caruso. Loads it up there for Harrell, and Harrell shoots it in.
They had a late first-round pick back in 2017. Kyle Kuzma making an immediate impact with the scoring. Shaq, why did he fly under the radar at Utah?
I think often scorers have more freedom in the pros. You know, the Lakers will definitely need his offense, and you know, he's been a little up and down, but when they need him, he's always there. Best believe he's always going to be aggressive.
It's a good list. Timeout called the Lakers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
So for the Nets, Harris is checked in for Jordan. Brown comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Hits the three-point foul.
And with the draft age potentially going back to 18, the league getting more involved in player development. In Europe, players can turn pro at 16, Shaq. Will things get closer to that, you think, in the U.S.?
I mean, I don't understand the rules sometimes. Just think about it. Kids can make money flipping burgers but not playing basketball. You know, everybody wants the kids to get education, but I think if you can do both, why stop it?
Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Burnett shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Brown. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a real hunger to keep getting better.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Jeff, we know you were born in New Jersey, but moved around a lot growing up. What effect did that have, seeing so much of the world at such a young age?
I think seeing the world gives you perspective. I think it's, you know, gets you to the point where you could experience different points of view. Well, I've always said that I had the Karate Kid sort of life I can relate to other people.
I like that. That's a good book. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And here's James following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Irving.
They feed off the energy of Dennis Schroeder, and when he gets these opportunities, he makes the most of them.
Harris finds Green. Here's Irving. Takes it from 10, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
Over to the wing. Schroeder dishes to LeBron.
You gotta have some more excitement in your voice, Kevin. He's a force inside. When James has good position, he has to compromise.
Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Shoot two.
Free throw good, LeBron.
You know, people talk about the GOAT. How do you compare different positions, different eras? Just appreciate LeBron for who he is.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. And both free throws, good for James.
It just seems like LeBron James doesn't age. Still so dominant in the second half of his career. This guy is incredible in virtually every statistical category.
And a wide open look for Irving. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 1.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Schroeder looking around. From down in the low post, it goes. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Harden. 10 points for him. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game. From deep LeBron. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Green slapping it down.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And the Lakers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Changing it up here. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles. Holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And I think for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too. I'm a big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that. Right. I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's
I don't
okay.
want to go back upstairs with
It's fun.
Ernie and Kitty.
Oh, yeah,
I want to stay here with you guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
You know, Greg, there are good players, and there are great players, and there are superstars. And then there's Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, he once said he'd like to be known as
the big Aristotle.
Because Aristotle said, excellence is not a singular act, it's a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. Well, Shaq's lived by that on and off the court.
That free throw good from Harden.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Here's Caruso, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Harold, the pass to Horton Tucker. Pocket 6. Second shot opportunity, and no problem from Harold as he finishes at the rim. Harold's got 8 points.
If you do not box out Montrezl Harrell, you are opening yourself up to offensive rebounds. This guy is a force there.
And Harden launches it from deep, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Nets, up 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm and we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. It means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
And making his triumphant return to our set, the one-man broadcasting phenom, Shaquille.
Thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome. I just want to say, I used to sit outside. You guys, it was pretty good.
How did they make room for you?
A lot of room down there, a lot of snacks, chips, popcorn, hot dogs, Papa John's pizza. Oh wow, it's awesome down there.
I bet there were some donuts down there.
Yeah.
What kind of donuts?
Oh, wow.
But if your back is hurting, what do you put on?
And I put on my new suit from JCPenney.
Oh, wow.
It was just awesome.
But if you know, you sit in a chair a long time, your back is tight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, put some ice in it. Oh, it's pretty good. That's just how I came to the game. I don't have a car deal, so I'm not going to name it.
but you need that insurance, don't you?
Oh, yeah. For a great low rate, you can get online.
Yeah, no question. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harden.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Kuzma. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Jordan shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still, power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Lakers trail by 4. Now James puts it up from 12, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Harden kicks to Harris. Brown outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick and roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here is Harden following the basket by Marc Gasol. And that one's good, Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 12. Gasol finds Schroeder. Here's Kuzma. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go. Irvin's got it. The fast break chance. Harden can't hit. And James will bring it up with the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Outside for Gasol. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Caldwell Pope. That one doesn't go. Good D by Harden. Nets leading by 5. Lobs it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Her passes to James. And finished off by LeBron.
I'll tell you, that's a nice job by LeBron to keep that ball safe and secure on his way to the cup.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol, this is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career, but this guy still impacts the game at a very high level.
Checked in for the Lakers. The Nets also changing it up. Green's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden. On defense, the Lakers. They trail by 3. Brown finds Jordan. On the wing, Irvin. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Brooklyn. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The 17-footer. It's good.
Just a smooth customer off that pick and roll. KCP making a quick assessment and decides to take it for himself.
Now here's Brown. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. A shot by Jordan, no good. Lakers trail by 4. Schroeder trying to get open is Kuzma. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by LeBron.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Caldwell Pope passes to LeBron. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far. Now here's Brown. Pass to Green. Irving with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Jordan trying to free himself up.
And love the defensive activity from KCP. Selling out there for the block.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
On the wing, Brown. No good there. Great D that time from James. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% of the free ball here. And Harrell slams it in.
Throw it up and let Montrezl Harrell finish.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Irving dishes to Jordan. He kicks to Brown. It's to Irving. Shot to stop the run. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. The Lakers in the lead. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Outside Irvin. Passes it to Luwawu. 23 seconds left to play in the third. He dishes it to Green. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And Hill slams it in.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Here's Irving. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. He's got 16.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Lakers on top as they wrap up the third quarter with a 13-5 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Luwawu in at the three, the small forward. Now, here is Harden. Inside, Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the league. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Marcus All checked in for Harrell. Good on the second free throw. Here's Caruso. Morris outside to the middle. Here's Matthews, and he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 3.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Now here's Harden. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Caruso, the pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Here's Horton Tucker. And it's Shamet with the rebound. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And the pass to Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Marc Gasol.
Shoot 2.
That one drops. He ties it up. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Matthews has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Pass to Harden. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
One shot.
Here is Matthews. Pass to Caruso. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Nets leading by 4. Here's Luwawu. Matthews with the rebound.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Matthews. 6 to shoot. Good on the triple.
That's a really good play call. Right where Matthews wants it. He's a master of the catch-and-shoot game.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Was checked in for Markieff Morris. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Irvin comes in for Landry Shamet. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Not just great timing and great awareness from Arkansas. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Rocket 2. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Kuzma passes to LeBron. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Jeff Green picks one up.
stop it. What can you do? James is so big and athletic that sometimes you have to foul him if you're on the defensive end.
Free throw drops for James. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Alex Caruso. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Brown's checked in. He hits both from the strike. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. Launches a three. No points to be had here. Misses for the 5th time in 13 tries. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And again, the Lakers no good. Brooklyn trailing. Brown with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Brown kicks to Harris. Pops it up for Jordan. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. The bounds. The Lakers will take possession.
And no clues for where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Lakers leading by 3. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. He's covered by Irvin. Caldwell-Pope passes to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, should any of us be surprised? If they need a bucket, LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
On the free throw, no good. Nets trail by 5. To the inside. And it's Jordan with the jam.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Brown against LeBron. And James throws it down.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 5. There's 1:26 left in the 4th quarter. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Harden against Schroeder. They kick out to Brown. Harris outside. Shot clock at 5. A second chance effort. Jordan trying to free himself up. No good that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Free throw good, LeBron. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The three from Harden. That shot is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. Schroeder against Harden. The try. Oh, that was something else.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now, here is Harden. Sinks the three-pointer.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Harrell kicks to James. Down low, Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game.
Harris, no good. And so the Lakers take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, the lead was changing hands, so what enabled you to get control of this game?
In the second half, we started to clamp down defensively. Our two main staples is defensive stops and offensive execution when we're moving the ball. And once again, we had a high assist rate tonight, and we had a low field goal percentage from our opponent, and that's an ingredient to winning.
It's a good recipe for the win. See what I did there? Recipe, ingredients, funny. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.